Well, hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gat, and welcome back to Lucid9. Last episode, we took a strange pill, we went asleep, and we woke up a 20-year-old British woman named Elizabeth. You remember Elizabeth? I hope you do, because I'm gonna be doing this voice for the rest of the video, because why the fuck not? Yeah, so that's basically what happened. As Elizabeth, we talked to Katsu, the detective guy. If you remember correctly, the asshole police guy that was talking with Yama. I really don't know what's going on here, okay? I'm just as bewildered as you. And if this is the first time you're seeing me, go look at my last episode because I don't know what the fuck happened there, okay? Okay, let us continue. My father always used to say that a good person needs to be fair. Even if you meet someone with ideals that oppose your own, a good person must make an effort to understand their point of view. Not assimilate, not accept, merely understand. True. Sorry, I know I'm gonna get into life lessons very early, so let me tell you something. Doesn't matter who you are. You need to understand people. Like what she says, not to assimilate, not to accept, but to merely understand. Understand who they are. You shall love your neighbor. Okay? Yeah, I'm a Christian, okay? But I'm a Christian that's not gonna, throw the Bible at you and be like, read it, accept it, love it. No, it's no. I believe in this, where it's as long as you're a good person, not trying to, convert people, it's you just gotta understand and love each other, okay? And also, that's what humanity is all about. Dealing with people that are not the same as you, but, working together because, we're people, we're human, alright? Anyway, I don't understand what I'm saying anymore. Let's continue. If you're able to look beyond your own bias, then you're fair and thus good. But Father, how can I remain fair when the world is like this? Everywhere around me are signs, advertisements, and screens, constantly promoting new ways to decide the course of my life. No, not really to decide anything, just to make me willing, to make me think I'm in charge of my destiny and my future. Well, you are. That's the crazy thing. You are. In the end, if you see something that you like, you're the person that, goes and does it. Or you could be a guy I don't care about it, and you'll walk away. You decide where to take your life. To make me think I'm in charge of my own destiny, it's if you choose to do it and you hate it, and you're I regret it for the rest of my life, it's yeah, because you did it, not because someone forced you to. The fuck? Because this is a grand metropolis of Isamu, a society that always 10 steps ahead of the rest of the world in terms of technology advancements and innovations. If you're not taking advantage of it, then you are doing it wrong. Does it matter if that advantage is actually available to you? If it's being pushed over your wishes? If it even makes you happy? I don't know. But there is no need to know. Just to follow the rules. To let yourself be observed by the myriad of security cameras in every corner of every street. To have your every interaction being scrutinized by a faceless suit behind a screen. Everyone has to conform to accept the rules of this game and play them regardless of their personal circumstances. And if they don't, then no one will bat an eye when they are eliminated on the spot. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna kill you. It's not like those cameras have fucking laser on them and be boop, dead. That's the type of landscape we live in right now. Everything works as it should, with no clogs missing from the machine. A safer world, a stable world, a restrictive world. I let my feet do the thinking, taking me further down the district. What the fuck is that? Is that a cat or something? A brick building pops into view. Its front lane is adored by patches of grass, robust trees, and a well-maintained greenery, evocated a sense of peaceful in spite of the urban ambience. The only artificial structure beyond the building itself is an avant-garde sculpture of what appears to be a cat. Are you sure that's a cat? It looks like a bear. I'd seen it regularly in pamphlets and websites, but it's the first time I stopped to look at the real thing. It's definitely odd, but there's a certain charm to it that's hard to deny. It explains why students would stop on their tracks just to take a picture of it, giggling innocently as they do. Students of the University of Isamu, the same building I'm staring at now. If things had gone right, maybe I'll be just like them. I'll be strolling around campus during my times off, hanging out with like-minded friends, or maybe stuck in some library preparing for an upcoming exam. So many options, so many what-ifs. But that's not the future this restricting world has assigned me. Don't think, don't wonder. There's nothing for you here. Go home, Elizabeth.
So you want to go to university, but you don't want to? I don't know, Elizabeth, what do you want to do? It's something that, I say to myself many times over. Yeah, what do you want to do? Cause I'm writing a song right now, and I'm, making these videos, yeah, do you want to be a #1 sensation? You want to be a celebrity? A YouTuber? And I'm like, no. Then, what do you want to be? You don't want to go to college, because college sucks. College does suck. Then what do you want to be? I don't know. And it's okay not to know. Remember that. But don't feel like the world is restricting you. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this world, okay? You just gotta believe and put in the work. Listen to me. Put in the work. Because if you just believe and just sit in your room, you're not gonna get anywhere. And blah 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 blah. Got you rambling. I know I'm rambling. Let's continue. I'm sorry.
Yes, I should probably do just that.
Got a girl. Let's go, girl.
Elizabeth? Before I can turn around, a familiar voice calls my name. Oh my gosh, it's Elizabeth! Hey, look who it is!
No way! It's been so long!
Oh, no, these aren't people I was expecting to meet today. Why, hello, girls! What a surprise to meet you here! See, I told you it was Elizabeth. I wouldn't mistake her anywhere in the world. Oh my gosh! What are you even doing here? The two girls have approached me used to be my classmates back in high school. Certain people thought of them as my groupies, and the nerve of them. These two were perfectly capable of individual thought, and what's more, I considered them my friends. Sure, maybe they idolized me a bit too much, but it wasn't as if it was hurt anyone. Not that I know of, at least. I didn't think we'll see you again. Not in person, at least. Yeah, just the other day we were talking about how it was about time you showed up in the news or something. I surely hope that in a good way. Of course, you were so amazing back in school. We never knew where you went after, but I bet it was some amazing private university, right? Or company. Those clothes you're wearing make you look so professional. I had gone out in my work clothes simply because there wasn't anything in my wardrobe that looked nice, and also I didn't need an urgent trip to the washing machine. Oh, I had gone out in my work clothes. Thank you.
Fuck, I forgot how her voice is.
Thank you. You two are looking lovely as well. Shizuka, Miku. I dodged the issue of my education and employment by calling their names. Lo and behold, they immediately swoon at the mere mention. Kaya! I didn't think you remembered our names. But why wouldn't I? We were inseparable classmates after all. Oh my god, I think I'm going to cry. I think I'm gonna cry. Now, no need to be so melodramatic. It's just me. But we really miss you. I smiled gently at their kind words. To be fair, my mood hasn't exactly improved from the depressing thoughts that were assaulting me earlier, but I can hardly walk away now. These girls look so happy to see me, and even though we haven't met in forever, I still consider them my friends. The least I can do is talk to my friends. Since you're out here, I gather you don't have any classes to attend? Yep, no lectures to worry about whatsoever. We were about to... Fuck. I'm trying to do that stupid California girl. We were about to hang out with a friend today. Actually, going to the cafeteria, grab some lunch, the usual. Oh! Miku makes an expression as if she just remembered something. Sorry, we didn't mean to ignore you, Hisao. They turned around and addressed a boy who's been standing a few feet away the whole time. Who the fuck is this, like... Who's this guy? Oh, fuck. What is it? This simp-looking motherfucker. This guy, he looks like a beta fucking male. Ah, fuck, man. No, but he's probably dope. He's probably like a super chat or some bullshit. I don't know, man, but look at him. I don't like how he looks at all. He looks like, he's like, come on, girls, like, why can't we do something that I want to do? Sit up, Hatsao. No one cares about you. Okay, what voice should I give him? Should I give him, let's see. Good grief. And after going through all that trouble to invite me. Should I give him that voice, or should I be like, good grief, and after going through all that trouble to invite me. Okay, now he's smiling and he looks like, wow, he looks better now. I don't know, that sad look just made him look fucking like, I'm a beta male. These girls are bullying me. They drag me along everywhere. And the worst is, they're not even my girlfriends. Okay, so I still give him the stupid, kidding. I didn't want to interrupt. So their friend was a boy? Well, I expect that's hardly surprising. These girls were very into mingling with the opposite sex back in our academy days. He was at least courteous enough to keep his distance until it was the right moment to approach. A far cry from some of the boys I had to endure. Elizabeth, meet Hisao. Hisao, meet Elizabeth. Hello, how do you do? It's nice to meet you. Elizabeth. Oh, yeah. The girls sometimes talk about how they had this amazing classmate back at IIBA. I am honored to meet you in the flesh. Oh, please. It wasn't such a big deal. She was always the top of our class, you know. And she was good at sports, drawings, literally anything she had her hands at. Their flattery is humbling, but the truth isn't so pristine. Every time an exam approached, I had to go several days with a little to no sleep. Sometimes not even makeup could mask my exhaustion, but I had to show up to school anyway, or my attendance records would suffer. All of that effort, and in the end... Elizabeth, are you feeling alright? Dude, I don't know which one I'm giving the voice to. I'm just alternating between them. Oh, yes. I apologize. It's been a tiring week. You can say that again. Really, sometimes it feels like our professors wanted to see us bleed. That is university life for you. The most you can do is endure. They each flash a complicated smile before drifting their thoughts somewhere else.
Hey, if you don't have much else to do, why not hang out with us?
But didn't you say you were going to the cafeteria? I'm not a student here.
Don't worry, no one's gonna make a fuss if you're with us.
But I could hardly intrude. I checked with the bi-speckled student, hoping he would offer me a way out.
Why not? The more the merrier, right?
Sadly, he's apparently too good-natured to understand the intentions behind my look.
So, what do you say?
I shuffle in place, trying to come up with a good answer.
What? Fuck, what's her?
You can't, right? It's not that I can't, but I look at them. Look at the trendy clothes that they're wearing. At their bags, probably filled with to the brim with books. Then at the building behind them, and the intelligible-looking professors walking out of it. I imagine the classrooms they are leaving behind, and the years of history and research they have been a part of. And lastly, I consider for a couple of hours I could become a part of that as well. Just another university student, living the campus life, happily. And my heart is overcome with fright. Actually, yes, I can't.
But didn't you say today was your off day?
Sadly, even if it's technically my off day, that doesn't mean I can neglect my responsibilities. I'm being expected somewhere else shortly, and it's of vital importance that I'm punctual. Lies flow out of my mouth from one after the other.
I see. Sounds pretty rough.
But just as you expect from Elizabeth, always doing something important. And they all believed me. They believed them all. Why wouldn't they? I'm saying all this confidently, with a pained look on my face. Fake expressions is something I'm good at. Subtle ones, such as a smile, are harder to pull off. But wariness. Strain your eyes and cheeks just a little, and everyone will trust your every words. I apologize. I'd like to catch up as well, but
it's no big... Wait, no, it's Miko, that's the... It's no big deal. Okay.
It's no big deal. We can always chat some other time. Do you still use pattern? Not much nowadays, but for you two, I can make an exception. Great! We've been meaning to reach out to our old group. Maybe even have a little reunion. You have one of your friends a while ago, right, Hitsuo?
A while ago, yes. It was quite a blast. Seeing some old faces is always a joy.
We haven't seen Natsuki in a while either. Do you know how she's doing?
The fucking bitch.
Well, yes, actually. I see her often, as she sometimes comes to visit me at work.
At work? Elizabeth, you're working?
Oh no, I let that slip. I must be getting rusty, seeing as I don't have to fake my economical situation as often anymore. I apologize. I meant to say that I sometimes visit her at work. Natsuki is now a Lemmiscate's employee, you see, and my responsibilities sometimes take me to her workplace. So you're like a Lemmy partner?
I'm so jelly. That is but a big accomplishment for someone so young.
Well, it's something along those lines, but if you do end up planning such a gathering, I'll be glad to be there. That would make me so happy. We should really get to it, right?
Yeah, it's not like it's impossible to gather everyone, but with everything that happened, it's just a bit...
Their expressions immediately go sour. Ah, they must be talking about the incident at the academy. Us in our later years could continue with our classes from home or online, but the younger students had no choice but to change schools. It was a prime solution for once good friends to quickly lose contact.
Yeah, it was pretty rough too. You had it rough too, right? So, not at all. The same as everyone else, I'd imagine.
You were a student at the academy as well?
Just the first year. I got lucky and found a place to accompany me right away. Granted, it was such a big source of stress for everyone and for me and everyone. I'm very glad it's all in the past.
Yes, the past. All in the past and nothing else.
Yeah, stress is no bueno, huh? I hate that. I hate that so much. Unless, fuck, man. No bueno. Oh, fuck, man. No, how do white people say? How do white people say bueno? Bueno or bueno. There's no A in it. Bueno. Bueno dias. I hate that so much, man. Oh, fuck.
No bueno at all. That's why we should go to de-stress. My, I'm glad to hear that.
Glad?
Well, yes. If you were that stressed, it means you two have been putting a lot of effort into your studies, does it not?
Well, not really.
But what students does it, right?
Okay,
Not really. Did I just hear that right?
Uni has been so bad lately.
There's even been protests about it. Haven't you heard? Protest? Come to think of it, I remember hearing something along those lines a while back. Something about the University of Ishibu being more difficult than it used to. Of course, it sounded like a usual dribble to me. Students too lazy or entitled to accept the life is hard, so I paid it no mind.
So, like, every year, classes are becoming more and more demanding, and it's super hard to keep up.
And now they want to take away the art department and all the artist extracurricular activities. So we thought, hey, why not complain about this? As far as I remember, these girls never had any interest in activities related to the arts. But maybe to develop an interest while at university, I shouldn't jump to conclusions so quickly. Well, that's not fair at all. But what about your studies?
That's a good question, actually. It's been a while since I last checked my grades. And you, Miku?
Same. I didn't even study for my last exam. It just felt like it wasn't worth it, you know? Like I was going to get a bad grade regardless, so why put in the effort? My professor sure didn't look too happy when he gave it back. He was mumbling about me being a lost cause or something.
That's a very common story nowadays.
And are you sure that's fine? Oh, it'll work out. At worst, I'll flunk a couple of classes, but I can just try them again next year.
Are you serious?
I'll try to...
That's what my brother does too. It's like, he's 23, still going to community college. He could be done, but he's not. And he's just wasting money on classes. Not his money, my dad's, because he does not have a job. Unlike me, who works at Yogurtland and has been working since, 18? He has not had a job at all. Fuck, man. But my dad babies him. He babies him. Babies his 5'9", 23-year-old son, while his 5'3", 21-year-old son is working and trying to, get the fuck out of here. Sorry, fuck, man. What was it? Oh yeah, the game.
Aren't you taking this too lightly? Attending UOI is expensive, not to mention demanding. They both give me a complicated expression. You might have to pay an extra year of tuition, or worse, stay on academic probation. Not many people can afford that. So at least consider putting in enough effort to not flunk your classes.
We are putting in effort.
And protest that school is too hard? And other things too. Like, I have a boyfriend now who's stressed. Now who's so stressed that he started taking some shady drugs. I want to help him, and isn't that what matters?
First of all, Miku, I'm gonna tell you right now. You're not here to baby your boyfriend. If your boyfriend is doing drugs, and he's not gonna stop, and you don't want him to take drugs, but he doesn't listen to you, leave his ass, man. Fuck, man. So many times. I've seen this so many times.
They stay with them. Why? Because I can change him. Because our love can change bad habits like this. And I can change him.
No, you cannot. And it either happens two ways. Either he dies of an overdose, or she finally has it after, maybe 10, 15 years. Then she finally leaves him, and now she doesn't know what to do. I've seen it so many times. That's what you see in Islos, man, okay? From friends' sisters, from my aunts, from my mom's cousins, who are like young, like around my age. You just see it so many times, man. It just... Besides, the smallest mistake gets you flunked now. It's really unfair, and the students are being put through hell because of it. It's part of the reason why things have gotten so bad. Well, you just gotta put in hard work. Like, life sucks. There's a saying that my dad says, life is hard, and then you die. And there's some things I put in there, like, since life is hard, try hard. Try your best. So when you do die, even if you're dying, you're like, maybe I should have tried harder. Even if right there you could be like, you know what? I tried the hardest I can. I didn't make it, but at least I tried. At least you tried, okay? Stop fucking complaining, Suzuka. We just feel more comfortable here, you know? Is that so bad? Well, yeah, it is. Because you get so comfortable to going to university or going to community college and staying with your parents, right? You get so comfy in that role. By the time you get that piece of paper, whenever you do, even if you're flunking, when you get that piece of paper, you are lost. You don't know what's gonna happen now. You don't know, you know what I mean? And now you're questioning that fucking paper, like, shouldn't I have gotten a better one? Maybe, does anyone even use this? What job can I get with this? Why did I even come here? I was just having fun getting some degree that I had no idea what it was about. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep continuing. No more rambling. I'm sorry.
Well, their words, although with their faults, are still sound of heart. Even while hiding under my veil of cynicism, I can't bring myself to brush away their pain expressions. I'm not saying that's wrong, but then why do I feel so irritated? But as student duties lie in studying, secure yourselves a good future should be just as much of a priority as anything else.
But not everyone is as perfect as you. We can't, do so much effortlessly.
Effortlessly? Did it really seem like I accomplished those grades effortlessly? That I won those prizes while practicing to unhealthy degrees? That I attained that perfect attendance record without having to rely on all sorts of energy drinks and pharmaceuticals? I'm not even sure how I should feel. All I want to do is drop this subject and go home.
And sure, it might be an extra expense in the long run.
All I want to do is stop the anger building in my stomach and up my throat.
But it's just money. There are more important things than that, right? Yes, there's more important things than money. But you don't want to spend money. You don't want to get in debt. so that when you're in the future getting a job and all that, you're not paying that debt while you could be, exploring all your opportunities. Life has many things, and when you get older, there's more things you want to do because now you got money, you're working a job, but you gotta pay that fucking debt back. Your fucking student debt. Depending, like all the classes you flunked and all the classes that you put off, they get all built up into debt, right? And now you gotta pay that off monthly. Now, like more than half of your check goes to both your bills and your debt, while only a little bit, maybe pennies, are going to like shit you want to do, which is hardly nothing. Gad, stop rambling. I know, it's just, these people piss me off. Because like, I know this shit. Like, I went to I went to college. Community college, and I see people going to universities and everything, spending all these monies, not knowing what subject. I could just keep going, all that. It's like, fuck off. Listen, if you're gonna go to college, university, or whatever bullshit, remember this. Even if you don't have a goal, even if you don't have a plan, pass the classes that you need. English, math, the ones that are not prior to your major. Take those classes, finish them. Then, when you're done, decide what major should I take. Then go take that major. And if you're like, maybe I want to change major, then take another major. But you already done all the math and all that, so you don't have to deal with that bullshit. Like, at community college I was taking AJ, which is basically criminal justice. It's administration of justice, but same fucking shit, right? Anyway, like, I changed it. Like, I only took those classes for my major. I changed it to computer IT. Then after that, I had to take those classes and fucking English and math because I didn't take them. Yeah, but I fucking quit college. I'm just gonna get a certification for CompTIA and get IT. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get at least money so I could like learn, what the fuck I'm gonna do in my future. Maybe I want to put more money into, being a better YouTuber or whatever. I don't know, guys. I don't know my future. You don't know your future. We don't know our futures, but let us, take a deep breath and play the fucking game before I go in the screen and fucking slit these girls' fucking throats. Okay? Alright. Right. No.
Right. Just, how can they be so naive?
And if I fall behind in school, so what? It just grades on some dumb paper. That paper you need to fucking graduate.
These girls don't know anything.
Ishimu's gotta be full of other opportunities. If worse comes to worse, I'm sure I'll find a new place and no.
Well, you cut that out already. All that, and that's all I can tolerate. I simply can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Elizabeth? It's just money. It's just grades. There are so many people out there who give a limb to be here, and you're willing to throw it all away so easily. Do you have any semblance or self-aware left in your head? Listen, you two. I'm saying this for your own good. No matter what's going on, you have to study. Nothing good will come out of neglecting it. So either you get your act together, or start putting in some real effort, or you should bloody...
Excuse me.
What?
Can you make this stop? You're making a scene. His calm voice finally douses my anger. I understand you're upset, but please keep in mind that there are better ways to express it.
It makes me realize just how loud I've been, given the number of students currently looking at us like we were some circus show. You've gone and made a fool of yourself again, Elizabeth.
You're not a student here, right? Does that make it just a little unfair on your part to judge them without understanding their circumstances? No. Not at all. Why? I'll tell you why, Hitsao. Because none of you guys know anything. I've seen people work their ass off to get to the university they want to go to. I've seen people work their ass off to do what they want to do. I've seen it. Okay? Don't sit there and be like, I'm 20-something and I've got my act together. I know what I'm gonna do. Even though you don't know shit. Okay? It's just a piece of paper. It's just it's all so stupid, okay? It's just money, it's paper. There's other things like life and bullshit. And it's like, fuck off, itself. Everyone's currently enrolled in the University of Isamu is going through some difficult times. And they all deal with it in different ways. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to keep attending. It's not that they're disagreeing with your argument either. A lot of students have dreamt of getting into certain careers since they were small, like, you know. The fact that these two are still here is a testament to their commitment. Yeah, it's a testament to their commitment, but they're not putting effort. Nothing is handed to you. Nothing's like given to you like, here, young child, here's a piece of paper. Here's this, and here's your dream job. You want money? You want gummy bears and lollipops? You want to live in a house with lollipops and everything? No, it's so fucking, you gotta work for it. Like, even getting these 34 subscribers, man, you work for it. You put your ass off. You try to be as entertaining. You try to speak kind of clearly, even though I fail many, many times. And you edit and you try to do shit, man. It's a lot of hard work you put into everything. And you gotta put hard work on everything you do. Either if it's, you want to be a rapper, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a cop, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, whatever. You put work. No matter how hard it is, you stand up and you're like, I am not backing down. And yeah, maybe they're still here because they have that little part in them. But they're just dreaming right now. You can't dream. You can't just pray. Okay? You can't just hope. You gotta get up and do it. It's with both of them together when you will succeed. Not this, I'm just gonna sit here and be like, and wait until I get my paper. No, that's not how it works. But of course, I'm sure you yourself have your own struggles to deal with. Everyone does. Just please try to consider the situation of others before getting angry with them. Otherwise, you'll all just come away feeling terrible. And no one wants to see a nice reunion ruined like that. Especially not these girls, I'm sure.
Just what is wrong with me today? Losing my temper like this isn't normal? It hadn't happened at all. Not since 3 years ago. Not since that day. I should just go.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Gus. It appears I'm not feeling well. No, we're sorry too. We didn't mean to offend you or anything.
Yeah.
An awkward silence engulfs us as their bespectacled friend turns around and smiles away at any prying onlookers. Well, I have other matters to attend now, so if you excuse me. It's a cerebral amount of effort to maintain a steady pace instead of breaking into a sprint.
Wait, Elizabeth!
From a distant, Suzuka calls my name.
We'll contact you for that reunion, okay?
You better come. Yes, I'll be glad. I leave them behind, not daring to look back until the university is out of view. And holding a hand over my chest to mitigate somewhat of the stinging pain assaulting it.
Okay, I'm gonna end it there. But yeah, why? It's only 40 minutes. Well, when you edit it, it might be down to 39 or whatever. Yeah, fuck it, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop it here. Because, my god, I got pissed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, before I started this video, I was watching Tonekawa, Over the Moon, that anime on Crunchyroll. I was watching it, right? then I jumped on here, be like, oh, we're gonna have a fun time. But no, you see these stupid people that don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. They just believe everything's gonna be handed to you because life hands you shit, right? Like, life handed me 34 subscribers. It's like, I thank God for it. But it's like, it's with God and my help and me putting the effort and the Lord going through me and putting the effort in my works that, we did something. Nothing is handed to you. You gotta work hard. You gotta pull your sweat, blood, and tears. And I've seen people like that, and they do good shit. And I've seen people like those girls right now, like just dilly-dallying along their ways, not knowing what to do. They want to do something. They see a dream, which, like, you know what, that could be a good job. But they don't pass their classes, and they just stick around the university, like, basically like, I'm living here. The university life is good for me. I'll probably do it, when I might be 30, be able to get a good job, get married with kids, and blah, 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 not knowing where the fuck to go, because they're all high up with college life, blah, 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 blah. Ugh. And I see so many fucking things, man. I don't know if it's because I'm poor in East Los, or, I grew up right here in the ghetto. I don't know if it's that, or like, maybe if I was rich, like, seriously, if I had no money or have all the money, I'll probably be like them. It's like, no, I live in a family where it's like we don't have that much money. You know what I mean? But my brother thinks we're fucking millionaires. He thinks life is handed to you, and without hard work, you can get anything you want. Ugh. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be angry. Not at you. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post a video and start rambling like a madman. And leave a comment. Maybe you're in a situation where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fucking, I'm either in high school or I'm about to start college and I don't know what I'm doing. And don't get me wrong, I didn't pass college, okay? Like, I dropped out. But I at least have some helpful ideas for you when you start, what to do, what route you should go, at least. Like, I don't know your major or anything, but take the required classes first. No matter how badly you want to start, like, oh, I want to get into my major, I want to be a doctor right away, I should learn a little bit more about my major. It's like, no. Your first 2 years, just do your required classes. English, math, whatever college you're going to, you gotta find out what's the requirements for what's the requirements for that college. Like, the classes you have to take that, then do your majors, then do it. Because by the time you do it and you're like, you know what, I don't like this one, maybe I'll go try something else. You go try something else and you don't waste time. You could probably, and you like another major and you like, oh, I like this one better. Then 2 years, you do all of the required ones and be like, oh yeah, I'm done. I don't have to go back and do my required classes because, I already finished them my first 2 years. Okay? Sorry. I'm getting mad too because my brother is the same way. Like, he hasn't finished his required classes, right? He done all of the fucking graphic arts one for fucking ELAC. And what is it? He needs to talk to a counselor because after you fail classes 3 times, you need to talk to a counselor to be like, hey, I'm gonna actually do this class, please. I can do it. Trust me. He failed English. One of the fucking required classes. He failed it. Now he has to go talk to a counselor so he can, like, maybe get those classes removed from his record so he can fucking take those classes again. Yeah, you're rambling. And I know you're mad. So, end this video, then go watch anime before you start editing the video. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Thanks, guys. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. this is a farewell. I'm sorry. I'm literally sorry for, rambling like that. Anyway, this is farewell, and as always,
Bye bye!